是意大利1883年的那不勒斯的，是这个。然后这个是在9天之后，在柏林的 Tarisio 的一个拍卖上即将会拍的。就是你来这里的话，你只要预约了之后，你可以尽情的试。像这种间店，它位置都可以变的，随便都可以。这个是热那亚的，它稍微晚一点，大概是1915年的样子。热那亚就是帕格尼尼那个城市。这个估价是2万5到4万，但是具体的成交价还是要看它拍卖的情况。然后就是它这里是弓，它这里有好几个房间，这个是第一个，后面一个也是，然后再往后面一个是私人的一些拍卖。这里他说是大提琴和中提琴的弓，这里是小提琴的，你都可以试。法国的弓，françois xavier bazin。拉惯了巴洛克琴，现在不太柔弦了。这样拉起来更舒服一点。这把琴它介绍是1792年的米兰的意大利的，但我感觉应该是蛮久没有了，所以说它特别是一弦很难发出来，就是震动起来比较那个，就好比我拉过了几把斯塔迪瓦里乌斯，确实是宁峰他经常在拉的那把琴，这个发音是最通透的，就好像一个经过保养的那种高级跑车，你一脚油门踩下去，轰就出去了。这种它虽然是好车，但是可能欠缺保养，需要开一段时间才能顺，就是这个意思。
我们来听下这把琴的声音。 试琴就到这里吧，去找 Matt 聊聊天。
Hello, Matt.
Hello,
Nice to meet you.
nice to see
Yes.
you.
And could you just tell us a little bit about Tarisio, please?
I'm very happy to. First of all, thank you very much for visiting us
Thank you
here
very
in
much.
Paris.
Thank you
So we are a firm that has 3 offices, one in New York, one in London, and one in Berlin. And we also have a very strong presence here in Paris. One of my colleagues lives here, and we do exhibitions here. Our firm has been running since 1999.
1999. It has been
24
over
years.
24 years.
Exactly. And we have auctions, and we also have private sales. So we do.
Excuse me. So the private sales means the private collectors or the violinists could bring their violins and ask you to sell it for them.
Exactly. It's like a slightly different way of selling. So the auction, we have a starting price and the price goes up and we don't know how high it's going to go.
Exactly, yes.
And for the private sales, we have a fixed price. Like we would think like a regular shop. Like you go in and this is a violin that's 100,000, this is 50,000 and the price is fixed. So we have both.
The price is you to decide it or the collectors ask?
We decide, actually. So we obviously have to consult with the owners. But we are the ones making the assessment evaluation based on the maker, based on the condition, and we say this is what we feel is the correct price for the board.
So it's based on your estimation.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so may I? So if I know it's the private sales or it's not auctions, it's the fixed price.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's be cool. So you have your catalogs every month or
Exactly. We actually do a lot of auctions. We have six auctions in New York that are of restorable and trade items. We also have 3 fine sales in New York, 3 in Berlin, and 2 in London. So throughout the whole year, there's more than 10 auctions a year. It's really a lot.
And I heard that recently you sold the Da Vinci.
Last year,
Last
yes.
year,
A very famous Stradivari.
And the Lady Bronte is already sold or not yet?
The Lady Bronte, well, that was sold 2011, so that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
We sold, so the last 3 big sales we've had are the Da Vinci last year.
Yes,
Then we had the Baltic del Gesù, that was about 6 months ago. And now we're actually selling in 4 days' time another Stradivari, 1708, the Empress Caterina.
Empress Katerina.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's coming up
Yeah,
soon.
exactly.
By the time the video is ready, we'll have sold it.
Of course, I hope we sold a good price.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Okay, so my question is a little bit general.
Yeah.
How do we define a fine violin?
Wow, that's
String instruments.
That's a good question. I think these are they are limited in number because the old makers their production has stopped. So there's a finite number. So there may be 50 by a maker. There may be 300. There may be for like Vion. He made 3,500. He made a lot of
Exactly,
instruments.
but a lot of, I think maybe a lot of it's not made by himself, maybe by his discipline.
You're right. I mean, some makers had a workshop and they were guiding the other makers for them.
Yeah.
And it depends. And some were just making on their own. Like
Of course,
usually
of
in
course.
Italy, the way the tradition works is when you're old enough to hold the chisel, you start working.
You start working,
So
yes.
you're helping your father or your family, like the Gallianos,
Exactly.
even Stradivari workshop as well. So how do we define a fine violin? It's the craftsmanship, the quality of the work, how well it is made, how beautiful, and the materials, the wood, whether it's beautiful wood or whether it's a less attractive wood. And then we have the quality of the varnish. And we have the school of the making. So is it a Cremonese school, Milanese school, Venetian school, or outside of Italy as well? France, Germany, England are the
Or
main
even the
centers.
East Europe.
Exactly. And then of course you have the valuation, you have the condition, if it's a poor example, if it's a great example. And then the market, if you have, okay, this maker, this condition, this attractive wood,
Yes.
then we decide, okay, where, how to price it based on how fine it is.
Exactly.
So your question actually has a lot of different criteria.
aspects.
Exactly.
So it's combined, it should define a good violin or fine violin or
Exactly.
the extraordinary violin.
Exactly. And then, of course, we didn't talk about, we talked about the maker, but we also talked about the certification as well, the documentation that
Yes.
says this is really an authentic example. And so we actually guarantee our instruments with our own certificates, as well with the old certificates. So you have, our buyers are comfortable that they're getting an authentic violin.
Of course, I think it's quite important for the new buyers.
Very important.
Yeah.
Very, very important. Yeah.